Hello and welcome back to the Surviving Nairobi Behavior by yours truly, Sharon Lusambili, the great baby. This is a series exploring behavioral patterns of a Nairobi babe living under compact circumstances. If you know what I mean, compact circumstances, okay? I'm the babe, by the way. And if you know me, for those who don't, you're about to, I have a mouth on me. So unfortunately, you're going to hear from me. Okay? Great. Before we get into it, the location plug is Creatives Abode. It's an Airbnb in West for your stays and shooting some content. Please hit them up at 0727 901 253. Okay? Okay? Sianze hapo kusema sitakusaidia. Anyway, let's get into it. I know this is very hard for very many ladies to agree that at some point you might have tried to or dated a man that's way out of your league. Might have tried to date or have dated a man that's way out of your league. Like uko down, yako uko. Okay? Yeye ako uko juu, wewe uko down. I mean, it happens so many times. Ladies, we have a way of getting away with dating men who are way out of our league. And it actually should be that way. But sometimes inafikanga pahali inaanza kukua frustrating, okay? Like uko way, like yeah, sasa ako way, uko way out of your league. It has happened to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I have tried to date a man that was way out of my league. Na ikafika mahali nikajita tu mkutano nikajiambia enyewe msichana wa Lusambili, hapa ni noma. Hii ni ngori. Okay? Kwa jamaa naye hapana. Hey. Okay, let me explain to you who this man is, okay? First of all, I used to be at this, what do we call this thing? At a certain charity organization, I would say. An international charity organization. Keyword international, okay? So at this, like you would meet a lot of people that are from different ethnicities, different walks of life, people whose circumstances are not compact, not even for a bit. And by the time I was meeting this guy, my circumstances were way more compact than what they are right now. And they are still compact. So you can imagine, pahadi nilikuwa ilikuwa ni ngori, okay? But now, also I need to remind you that I'm a very smart babe, okay? Socially, ka intelligence kangu kako on. Unajua shule sikukazana sana, sikukuwa below average, I was an above average student. Yeah? Na nilikuwa na mchezo shule. Mimi nilikuwanga kwa list ya noisemakers kila day. Kambo, I barely went to school. Mzazi wangu pole kwa kusisikia haya, but vile nilianza kuishi nje ya shule nilikuwa naenda to my favorite classes only. And that's probably once or twice a week. Because hizo units nazo zilikuwa nazo ikifika pale third year units zilikuwa actually second year, because third year nilikuwa nimeshachagua sasa kenye nataka kufanya. The second year ziliteseka. I can count how many times I was in school for a semester. Na bado nilichomoka. My undergraduate degree I didn't fail. Sikupata first class honors, but yenye ilifuata above average. In fact, way above average. Si tu number one. So I'm a practically very smart person. You know, ka self-aware kako on. Socially nishakushow niko on. I pick up a lot of things that makes it easy for me to have conversation with all kinds of people, from the ghetto to the Wall Street and beyond. Like mi ni mtu hata naweza kaa chini and have a very good constructive conversation with a drug dealer. Not that I am one, but I can. That's how smart I am. Sawa, ndio tu mjue mimi pia niko way out of so many people's leagues. Okay, lakini huyu jamaa sijui, I don't know what cloth this jamaa was cut from. Okay, because anyway, mimi niko shughuli zangu za hapa na pale, socializing, networking, trying to find things I can do to better my life, because I don't care about you other guys like that yet, so I'm very busy. I'm trying to get to know people, and then I meet this guy, very very well put together. Like ukiangalia tu jamaa akiwa huko unaweza tu ujua umse mambo yake iko sawa. Okay, like have you ever looked at someone, their clothes are so on point, like they fit perfectly, it's as if they have a tailor. Like walimtumia tailor wa Adidas, wakamtumia tailor wa Puma, wakamtumia tailor wa Fendi, wakamtumia tailor wa Louis Vuitton, wakamtumia tailor tu wa kila kitu. Tailor, like every piece of clothing fits to the bone, fits to the curve, fits to the collar, every single thing. Hakunako pale nguo ni bagi, hakunako ati so ime fall off the shoulder kidogo, hizi koti za majamaa. And then I saw this guy multiple times before we even talked, and every single time he was always well put together. So already hiyo ni kitu yenye inaweza kukuambia this is just an impressive mwana wa mundu. You understand? Kama wewe si Mluya, I meant an impressive mtoto wa mtu. But now I was like, okay, looks are deceiving. Nye. And then this guy approaches me. Hey, exactly, he did approach me because he cannot catch me being too impressed and going to a nigga like, hey, how are you? No. You're a girl, wey. Jovile utadu, akam. Jovile utamove, akucheki, akunotice, akam. So he came over, we had a conversation. And like I said, I have an ability to pick up things that would fuel a conversation about almost anything. Like I know one fact about Wall Street. I know another fact about serial killers. I know another fact about agriculture. And I just enough for a conversation starter. Hiyo ingine sini kuongea tu guys. Unaweza shindwa kuongea na mtu kweli? Wezi. Especially if you are a yapa like me. So we start talking, we exchange numbers, and we now start getting to know each other. You know how we do? Kakoting pale, kakahawa kule, kengine pale pengine. Trying to see each other, see wagwan. But hey! Hata Shakespeare hakukuwa hivyo. This someone's son was too smart. Too smart. Hadi nilikuwa na kigugumizi. Napata kigugumizi nikikuongelesha ndugu yangu. Umetoka wapi? Hey! The things this guy knows, the way this guy knows these things that this guy knows, hapana. Like everything is so sure Like huu si mse mwenye utasema alienda kuchat na ChatGPT ndiye akuja kukuongelesha, ama alienda sijui kuona YouTube videos za sijui nini ndiye akuja kukuongelesha. Mans starts conversations. Mans want to listen to you speak. Mans says stuff. Unajua saa zingine when I'm talking to people who are a tit bit smarter, anaweza sema kitu yenye hujui, lakini unaweza relate na kenye mnaongea kuhusu by the time the conversation goes on. Huyo ananipiga straight 15 minutes, sielewi kenye anasema. Straight 15 minutes, I'm talking to this guy and I don't know where this conversation is going or where this conversation is coming from or what he even means. Fire brain on this jamaa. And then this jamaa is just on all levels. Nisha kuexplainia huyu jamaa kenye anavaa ni kitu inamtosha vile inafaa kukutosha kila bloody time. That's number one. Number two, the brain on this jamaa is like he took every single one's brain and put it together into one. And you know how people usually say people with high IQ are not very socially relatable? Not this one. He can relate to almost everything as well. This is a con man, this one. You start talking about slums, this guy has knowledge, tangible knowledge about what life in a slum is. You talk about the high-end life, this guy is living that life already. Talk about work problems, this guy is almost like knows about almost every single industry. Mimi ni mcreative, sasa hapo ndio nitampata. Mimi I am in the creative industry. This guy, he looks like in the corporate business. Kumbe hata watu wa corporate wanafanya kazi na creatives, and he knows more about the creative industry than I did back then. And for whatever reason, this someone's son was just like cutely fascinated with me, you know? Hadi nikaanza kumshuku. Because I know I'm good. I know I got it. But really? You? Hakuna form ingine unaweza kuanga nayo hii area. Like I went through all the overthinking. I'm like, is he a swindler? Is he a catfishing son of a biscuit? Is he... Who is he? Hapo sasa ndio nikakwamia. Huyu ni nani? And then we got to a point he started noticing that I'm struggling to get a conversation done with him sometimes because he's just way too smart. So at some time he be acting dumb, he be trying to say something stupid, he be trying to correct the things that I'm saying, or he be trying to explain the things that he's saying. And I'm like, mimi nimeshikwa leo. Huyu amenishika. The way I just be vibing through conversations with other people, this guy is not having it. He knows exactly wagwan. He knows I'm struggling. He knows amenishinda na mno mzima. Niko mbaya. Ka self-esteem issues kanataka kuingia. Niko apana, niko self-aware. Nikakazana. And funny enough, politely, it's like this guy just thought I was amazing and he wanted to have this nice relationship with me, and you know, and he just thought it was gonna be okay. Everything is just gonna be okay. He will just be living his life saying all this smart stuff, knowing all these things that I don't know, knowing all these things that I don't even know how he knew. And then we were just gonna be together like normal couple. Kweli? Guys, ukweli? So this is what I did. I chickened out. I I was like, nah, I'm not going to do this again, ever, to myself. I'm like, yo, it's okay. I am not going to date someone that's below my league, ever, for sure. You have to be above it so that I learn from you, you learn from me. It's okay to know. You know me, the way I vibe is, you know things, I know things. We don't have to know the same things so that these things that we know, we can put them together and see how these things will help both of us so that it's a contributing relationship. But with this guy, I know things, he knows the things that I know, and then he knows things, and I basically know like 40% of the things that he knows. I am in trouble. I will spend my life learning. When will I enjoy? When will I enjoy? So yeah, nikachukua mkia wangu nikauweka katikati ya miguu, nikamwambia ndugu, nateseka. I'm struggling. I don't think I was meant for you. Like when I said it's not you, it's me this time, that's the only time it made sense. Because I had an explanation of exactly what me, not him, it was. Sijui kama ni understand. Nilikuwa tu honest, nikamwambia hapo utanisumbua akili bure. Nitakuwa embarrassed, nitaanza kusoma Google, nitaanza kupush myself way out of the things that I'm interested in just to keep up with you. Like, I'm interested in this column. There's 7 more columns that I will be struggling to put myself into that are not of any of my business or my interest, just to try and be on the same page with this guy. Nikamwambia haiwezi. It was nice to meet you, you homeowner, you intelligent, tweet, everything, you're perfect. And it's a problem for me. Like, hata sitaki kujua tabia zako mbaya. You probably, tabia zako mbaya ziko tu sawa kwangu. So sitaki kufind out. So yeah, broke up with the guy. I was like, deuces, wacha nene nitafute mtu mwenye IQ yake iko chini yako kidogo, alafu juu yangu. Hapo I think nitaweza kuchezea. Lakini wewe utanisumbua. Wewe in fact utanitesa. Na mimi sija kuja kwa hii dunia kuteseka na mwanaume. Not in a good way, not in a bad way, not in a smart way. Okay? So ladies, sometimes ikifika mahali, it's okay to say, hii noma. This one is way out. This one is way out of my league. Na nikiendelea hivi kitaniramba. So unajiita tu kama mkutano, unajiambia hapa ndio capability yangu iko. Hapa pali najaribu, hiki kitu kenye najaribu kufanya. Hiki hakiwezi. And then end it. And live your life happily ever after. There's someone for everyone. And this one here was not for me. And I'm just happy that I realized that on my own. Hey, God created some people. Bro, God has created. Unadhani wewe ndio top tier? Mungu ameumba huku nje, wacha mchezo. Appreciate. Enda huko nje, ukipata kitu mufti kukushinda, usisikie vibaya, usisikie wivu. Appreciate. Gosh. Wow. Ilikuwa ni noma. Huyo angenimaliza. Yo! So ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever been in a situation like mine, where the person that you were trying to be with was way, and I say way, out of your league, how did you maneuver that? Uliweza kuileta karibu ama uliachana nayo kama msichana wa Lusambili? Mimi roho safi, I chickened out. Kwa out konga nje sana. hit me up on my email, ladylikelusambili@gmail.com. ladylikelusambili@gmail.com. Okay, let me know what happened to you. Nikuje niambie watu ndio pia mimi nijue ni I'm not alone, because hapana, hatuwezi ishi hivi guys. Na pia ukijua wewe you are too smart for me, wachana na mimi. Unakuja hapa kunitesa jueni nani? Anyway, next, do you really think so? Apparently, the color purple, not the movie, the color. There's a movie called The Color Purple. It's amazing. And it's been done twice. You should go watch it. But that's not what I'm after. The color purple dye, the dye, rangi ya purple, was more difficult to make in ancient times. Even more, like it was richer than rich, basically. Like it was richer than rich luxury of now. Kwa sababu, apparently, they needed so many sea snails. So many what? Sea snails to produce tiny amounts of dye. By so many, I mean thousands of sea snails to produce just tiny amount of the purple dye. So basically, that's where purple started becoming luxury. Because by the time you're able to facilitate thousands of sea snails to get you a tiny amount of dye of purple for you to make your fabrics and whatnots, basically just screaming, I have an insane amount of money. Okay? So, yeah. So basically rich people could afford it and poor people could not afford it, and then it became and stayed luxurious. Do you really think so? Do you really think so? Let me know in the comments. Okay? And that's what's been our story for today. My grandmothers, both of them, may they rest in peace. Oh my God, phenomenal women. They would like me to tell you, or to ask you, or to remind you, to urge you to watch my content, comment on my content, like my content, share my content, repost when you see it post on social media, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lusambili TV, okay? And on socials, you'll find me at Lusambili TV on all platforms. Follow me, engage, and, reshare and repost far and wide. Now, wategemea. All right? It has been The Surviving Nairobi Behavior by Sharon Lusambili, the great baby. Until next time, see ya. Bye. Man, I'm thinking about a man.